Going live. Hello, Nature Infused Ash here, foraging with Bigfoot. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Yeah, so guess I haven't been around because I need to be inspired to share, and when I don't connect in the wilderness, it's hard to get online and share experiences. But yep, showing up anyways. The Vernon 52, hello, nice to see you. Yeah, I have to say, with the last share that you did with that Light Body Academy, I went down that rabbit hole, and I wouldn't even really call it a rabbit hole. I just went and I went to their YouTube page and I started going through it. Hello, Keith. And lo and behold, there's that one video she was talking about being nomadic and how we can connect with Sasquatch, Bigfoot, and use glyphs. Well, a couple months ago, that stone that I I've placed it in my other films. So it's that little brown stone that was in the center of the circle that Sasquatch took from the Gifting Hill and hid. Well, Todd did take that to his house, and I saw it a couple months ago, and I was like, it kind of hurt me to see it there, and it was weird. Like, I didn't say anything to anyone other than going, oh, it shouldn't be here, and I just was uncomfortable with it appearing where it did. And then the next day, Todd's like, oh, my stone's gone, and I was like, interesting, okay. And then, you know, after you shared the Light Body Academy, and she said this is how you can connect with Sasquatch. So I put a glyph outside just to say, you know, I'm here communicating with them. And it dawned on me that she was talking about the elemental realms and how Sasquatch can be connected to the elementals, which really resonated with me. And I was like, whoa. And as she was going through it, I'm like, that's what, and I mean, this is going to sound crazy, but it happened. And they showed me that it's like they reached into the bedroom and grabbed the stone, and it disappeared. Now, Tuesday night, I was over there and I was like, oh, trying to see if the stone was around. And I'm like, nope, still no stone. It's never going to show up. And I just felt like Sabe was like, no, we took it. We took it because I don't know how to perceive the message that they're, you know, showing me and communicating with me. But I was like, okay, interesting. So driving home that night, I was really asking them if they could present that stone to really give me that knowing of I'm on the right track. I'm on, you know, I'm staying in my power, being authentic, and, you know, gonna believe and be the spiritual, because like you fall into, you know, you got the people that want the scientific proof, but I have to just go with the knowing of everything is energy, la-di-da-di-da. So I was asking if they could present that stone, and I would have no question. The next morning, Todd sends me a picture of a tree outside, and I'm like, oh, that stone was on the tree. And I'm like, he's like, I'm speechless, I don't even know what to say. Did you put it here? I'm like, oh my goodness. No, I didn't put it there because the stone's been missing for 2 months. And Sasquatch showed me that they grabbed the stone and they removed it. And I was really going, please present it, please present it. And they presented it on the tree outside his house. Because again, I feel like there's a reason why him and I are on this journey together. And we are discovering that. And he didn't know how to comprehend having the stone appear. He's like, obviously that's for you, because, I mean, there's no explanation other than them coming into, so how he'll explain it to me is folding space, right? Using the frequency, adjusting the frequency for them to be able to come in and grab that stone and then appear and put it on the tree outside. But it just gave me confirmation of just so much. It's really hard to believe it's even happened, because I mean, we're not out in nature, and for, you know, especially for the other individuals involved, that it's like, wow, how did it get there? How did it go missing? You know, the kids didn't go and put it up in the tree like the chipmunk or the squirrel was sitting there going dip, 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 trying to get his attention to get over there, and he knew something was up. Like, what are you trying to tell me? So it's just, it was mind blowing, and that just happened this week. And I mean, how, you know, as crazy as that sounds, it happened. And yeah, it's just, it's hard to comprehend, but just knowing, it's just confirmation and validation from them and my communication with Sasquatch going, yep, they showed me, they did it, they gave me the stone again, and here I am. So, Christy, hi Ash, Christy from Scotland, how are you? Nice to have you here. Keith, yeah, let me know where you guys are tuning in from. Your thoughts on, you know, folding space, the quantum, you know, manipulating energy. Like, I know Sasquatch has really tried to show me how they manipulate energy, even trying to levitate. Like, all you have to do is change your frequency. Actually, it's go like this, and it's challenging to really evolve into the, you know, that purity of that energy, and changing your frequency to get to that state that, you know, one would want to be in. Anyways, so yeah, and I guess would have been at the end of November. I also went out to the research site with a friend that I brought out there. So it's kind of like a all-girl trip to the research site, and that was fun. It really showed us how you really don't need a lot to be out there. I mean, don't just go out into the bush without anything. Like, we always have a backup, like a GPS, like a, I don't know what you call those. It's a satellite phone. I don't know. Anyways, you know, there was always that. So if worst case scenario, I could always call, you know, someone to come out and help if needed. But it was very interesting because there was a lot of messages coming in. There was some different, call them like holes, but they weren't holes, like as if something drilled into the ground. Like, there was no footprints, just 3 holes. Like, and they were tiny. They're probably about that big into the ground. So that was definitely interesting. And then we really touched the topic of the moon. I don't know, because I don't really have any I've never had any resonation with the moon, more the sun and the stars. I feel like that's an energy that I'm more aligned with. So it's very interesting to go on that topic. And then yeah, what else happened? Nothing. I mean, other than them just really communicating energetically, telepathically, I guess, mind speaking, right? That's what they really want me to work on. The Vernon 52, I got goosebumps hearing this story. Yes, mind-blowing. That's what they do all the time. Mind-blowing to us, but not to them, right? And I mean, and the thing is, I thought I would be more mind-blown, but I thought, no. It feels like I was right. Like, I was feeling those. It was just those feelings that I was perceiving, the images I was getting. It's just like confirmation, right? I guess it's like really honing on interdimensional capabilities that we have, right? And it's just mind-blowing. And then I guess just staying open and receiving all the messages. But no, it was powerful, and I'm definitely grateful that I went down. Glad you shared that, and I got to experience that, because I mean, it was just a little nudge. That's all you gave me, was a little nudge. Here you go. And it blew everything wide open. And then now, so from learning from that is I'm going to really dive into understanding the elementals. I mean, I've always had a belief with the fairies and stuff, and I'm not saying I'm going to touch on fairies and stuff like that. I am Bigfoot. I love those connections, but I can see that type of energy within trees. Even when Sasquatch cloaked, when everyone thought, other than me and Andrea, thought it was a bird, you could see Sasquatch cloaking within the tree. And it's, to me, this is how I perceive it. I mean, it could be different for everyone. Is it's like a gold light energy, and it's like flickery, right? Kind of like, you know, those sparklers you put on cakes and they sparkle. That's what I saw. And they're like, no, it's not the bird. And look further, right? So bird, but then beyond that bird was them cloaking, because it's like they were using that bird as a conduit. So I see and I perceive their energy like that. And I've also had that experience when dealing with fairies and stuff, right? And not dealing with fairies, just coming upon them, because I'm always in the bush and I can feel their homes and see that energy within the leaves of the trees and stuff. So it's very interesting, and definitely, yes, shimmering. Exactly, shimmering. Great explanation. That's awesome. Yeah, but that's been the experience. Anyways, I don't know. I guess what else? I guess the energetic hygiene of us as individuals when we're trying to how should I say this? When we're trying to, or not trying, but when we are it's a word, I'm missing it. Anyways, when we're trying to align or aligning with Sasquatch and like our energetic hygiene, we want to make sure that we have like clean energies like within our, you know, our bodies, our auras, you know, get rid of those blocks that can create fear and all of that. And I'm consistently, you know, knocking those down, and then you hit that, and then you go up, and then you up level, and then it's like, oh, there's some more, let's work through those. That energetic hygiene and keeping yourself just high vibrational energy and that frequency, right? Because as we clean our energetics, the energetic hygiene, even going for showers and cleansing it, right? Cleansing, keeping our energetics clean can help us be a vessel, and then again, Sasquatch can really feel into us and feel our intentions are pure and in coherence with, you know, what they want. Yes, and I'd like to know your guys' thoughts on Sasquatch being an elemental, especially, you know, the Vernon 52 or Kim, how you guys feel or what your perspective is on Sasquatch being elemental. And then again, another question would be, is elemental, you know, is it different realms? And see, and Todd and I were definitely talking about this today, because I mean, we have to come into coherence with how I'm perceiving, because everyone has a different perspective, right? So just want to be online and always open and receptive to people's perspectives. I love it because it just helps get 360, right? Like, here's that, and do all sides are covered, and I love that. I love being able to make sure that I'm gaining all the perspectives I can while growing in this world, on this journey. And yeah, just doing that. And what I find, another thing that I've been doing good, like, okay, all over the place, is Kim encouraging me to do the barefoot in the snow. Like, that's been a game changer. Like, yeah, I cold bath, but even just becoming resilient within putting my feet in the snow, and oh, okay, maybe ice bathing wouldn't, in the river when there's ice, wouldn't be as bad. But my son did, and he's like, whoa, that feels so good, Mom. And it's like, yeah, because like your body needs that, right? It's like that earth element that was transpiring there. And then of course I love my water element, being a fire sign. I feel like it helps cool the fire down. Yeah, what my favorite thing to do right now is to do the infrared sauna, and they're really good in opening up, and then cold bath, right into that cold plunge. And just when you're doing that, it's staying open and expansive while your body's trying to constrict because it's cold, right? So it's like, no, and mind over body, and opening up and going, no, I'm going to stay open and expansive. Because what's the best is when we can stay open and expansive going through hard or challenging times. And it's like, that's when you know you're evolving, is when you can, stay open and expansive. So you can, because when this is how I perceive it, is when I'm open and expansive within that whole system, I can hear the channeling, I can hear the universe, it's a lot louder. There's no confusion, there's no, distortion. The Vernon 52 says, what I shared was something I was led to share with you through the higher consciousness that they want to help us all connect to become our authentic sovereign selves. Absolutely. And that I felt that as soon as I started going down that, I was like, yep. It's amazing. And again, because of that share, and again, everyone that comments and everyone that goes there, and I'm always reading everything and trying to respond to everyone. It's hard sometimes. The app will put the question there and then someone else will comment and the question will disappear. But I appreciate all the shares. So it just helps us grow, and then all grow as a collective, right? Like, it's help healing humanity and growing that consciousness. Yay. And I love that, and trying to stay inspired throughout the winter months, because I feel like I want to, close. I don't close. I want to stay open and expansive. But, I feel nature has gone in, and I shall be going in too. And it's like, how can I stay open, expansive, share, and inspire, and help people and humanity grow? Because, like, I have a passion for helping people that way. Like, it's tremendous. And maybe that's because I've had to learn some challenging things. I don't know. But, yeah. Anyways, what else shall we talk about? The Vernon 52 says, are they elementals? I feel yes. They are related to all of that type of energetic beings. Right. And then again, it's... I love that. So that's definitely more of where I'm going to start to really feel into that. And stay in that inner knowing, and not, have those, I don't want to say boundaries pushed, but influenced maybe. I don't know. Just knowing that I know, and everyone's going to have a different perspective on that. I have not really labeled any parts of creation as elementals, but recognize and name each plant, rock, particle as an individual entity. So I guess we are all elementals in that respect. But I'm not exactly, right? So you got the fire element, you have the air element, you have water elements. Always good. Right. And I mean, I guess it's having respect, right? It's not even, what I was also told was, when it comes to Sabe, it's not like thinking that they're like a higher power from us. It's just knowing that we share respect, right? You respect me, I respect, I respect the land, they respect the land. It's just that overall respect. Yeah. I agree. Natural world and being in coherence with nature and Sabe. But yeah. Anyways, I like that perspective from both of you. So thank you. And what else? I guess I do have a community that I'm going to be starting in January. It's getting together 4 times a month. And it's just helping, you know, us collaborate more on a personal level, and, you know, with meals and up leveling and like meditation, some breath work, really connecting and being in that that coherence of the group, and, you know, like herbal teas and recipes and stuff, and really coming together and up leveling, you know, naturally in that way, and seeing, you know, if we can, because they say what it takes, you know, one individual to help raise the consciousness of so many other individuals. So when you come together in a group that is on the same page, is wanting the same things for humanity, it can just help us evolve even, you know, faster. Maybe it just helps, you know, us align to the greater good. But we'll keep it simple with like health snacks, and just like, you know, little, okay, let's do this for this week, and how did everyone fare? Like, was it easy? Was it more of a challenge? You know, starting out, like, let's say you have an ice bath. Let's start out with our forearms for, you know, a couple minutes, and going and growing and growing and growing, and helping each other evolve and align and be in coherence, and go out there for the new, not even for the new year, but for the new summer, the new season that's going to be coming and stuff. But yes, working on that. Did do a test run, so I may do another test run on that, just to really make sure all the quirks are out of there, and that we're, you know, aligned and growing at the same pace. But yeah, anyways, all right. Okay, well, anyone else have any questions? If not, I am not sure if I can keep going. I am not someone that can sit here and talk to myself. I have a hard time holding conversation when it's just myself. But let's make like, yeah, but anyways, I guess that was my live for tonight. Or not. Vernon52 says they go beyond what Todd feels they are. Yeah, but he's talking about it from his point of view and understanding. His point of view has changed a lot since you have come into his life, though. Yeah, and I mean, he's definitely open. And, you know, I guess it comes, you know, it's that growing. If people are willing to grow and understand that. And it's hard. Sometimes you hit that cognitive dissonance, right? And you can't handle it. It's like, oh my gosh, it's too much. It's too much, right? Shut it off. And then you have to integrate that. And really, and then you can up level. But, you know, that's, and I love that. And I appreciate his perspectives, and I find that it just helps me grow as an individual as well. So I like seeing him grow, as I like seeing myself grow, and all of the community grow as well, for sure. China Productions, we should have a call in or panel. Yeah, you mean like a Zoom? That's what I was going to do, was maybe a Zoom, but call in or panel. I'm not sure how I would do the call in, but I like that. You know where to reach me, Kim, if you want to help with some ideas that I would greatly be appreciated, for sure. Little Matt, what's your thoughts on kombucha? I was a big fan of it. I think it has its healing purposes, for sure. It's good for some gut health and stuff, and aligning that. I wouldn't rule it out as, you know, like, don't sit there and drink tons of it all the time. But it definitely has some healing benefits, and it's better than, it's better than pop. I'm not gonna be, I'll drink like a cup like that and be like, oh, I feel, because I don't drink alcohol of any kind, and I haven't for years, and I'll drink that and I'll be like, oh, I'm feeling a little tipsy. But it's that fermentation, right? Because alcohol is fermented, obviously, but there's some good beneficial probiotics in kombucha for sure. I used to make it and then feed the SCOBY, because there are benefits within the SCOBY, and I'd feed it to my dogs and they loved it, even the chickens. So there is some good to it for sure. Christy, sounds like you're having such an amazing experiences, and thanks for sharing them with us. It's so interesting and amazing. You're welcome. Thanks for being here. But yeah, I like sharing my experiences. Sometimes I'm a little on the, I don't know, when I have the experiences, but I always love hearing everyone's experiences for sure. What else? Is there anything else that I need to mention? Here's a question that just fellow, do you feel inspired and energized by nature? How about you guys? Do you feel inspired and energized by nature? I know I sure do. Absolutely. That is my energize. Yeah. See, and that's where I've been talking to some acquaintances, is nature is such, I can be my most authentic self in nature because I'm so open, and the energy is so open and expansive, and just their vibration is so high, and I can feel that, and then I can be inspired and feeling the plants and eating the the berries and sniffing the trees and touching the ground, bathing in the water, the fires. So I definitely feel inspired and energized by nature, and open to hear more of the universal connection that comes through. And then when I come to what I've been working on, is when I come to, civilization, back into the cities, not even, because I don't even live in a city, but you go and engage with people, and it's harder, but I'm working on it. It's more of a challenge, is to stay open, so we can open and expansive, always opening myself up and taking that deep breath in to, help that universal connection. And then working with amazing mentors and stuff is always nice. Gina, cool. That is an amazing story of connection with the elementals. Alrighty. Okay. Well, if you have any suggestions on, the types of lives that you want to do, or if anyone wants to jump on live or anything like that, always feel free to reach out, because yeah, it's nice to have that conversation back and forth. And the Vernon 52 says, every time I go into the wilderness, I feel the most energized and at home. Absolutely right. I love it. Me too. In the Idaho wilderness especially, I have reason to believe I was a Nez Perce Indian there. Very interesting. That's cool. Findhorn, they spoke to the plants to find out how to create a garden in sand. Oh, that's cool. That's amazing. Catch and Vibe Radio. StreamYard is better for doing lives. StreamYard. I don't even know. I've never even heard of that. So I'll write that down though, and I guess do some research on that. Yeah, StreamYard. Okay, thank you. I'll do some more research. And yeah, but if anyone's interested in trying the Bigfoot Mastermind group test launch, feel free to reach out. Facebook, Instagram. I mean, if I have to go onto Facebook, I'll go onto Facebook. WhatsApp. I am on WhatsApp if anyone else is on WhatsApp. Telegram. I do have my website. Send an email through my website. But yeah. So again, if we do the Bigfoot Mastermind group, I want to do about 4 live calls, meditation, breath work, aligning, you know, even energetic hygiene and helping cleanse blocks and maybe connect to the Akashic records and bring in the energies that way. Really bring in the coherence to the frequency of nature and Sasquatch and really grow ourselves and help evolve and take the consciousness of humanity up even higher. What else? And obviously discover ourselves and discover Sasquatch. So we'll have a creative week, suggestions on action to connect, right? Talking about that kind of stuff. And then what? Making sure our pineal glands and the toxicity out of our bodies are being removed, and we can, you know, definitely do it gently. Pineal gland health, breath work to activate our pineal gland, movement to activate the energy in our bodies and meridians and activating our chi energy. And we'll just keep it simple with some healthy recipe hacks, and go from there. What are you feeling about what you want to do for next summer relative growing and evolving your relationship with them? Yeah. You know, what do I want for next summer relative to growing? Really growing in the telepathy with them. Even though I have it, it's really just not even, I guess, that. There was something more. I would like to be able to manipulate energy more. Some people think I'm crazy, but I can kind of manipulate energy in a way, and I feel like they are really trying to help me understand that, and not manipulating energy in the bad way, you know, just manipulating energy. And you know, okay, if I you know, fall into breath work, really align and be open, and because I have went into different, well, Todd doesn't call them realms, but this is how I have to communicate it, is I have fell through like different realms is what it felt like. I wasn't on this, but it was just because I came in resonance, coherence with, let's say, the environment, which then I became a part of the environment and had that experience. Like I said, I felt like Ashley in Wonderland. I fell down the rabbit hole and I was completely in a different thing. So really hearing their Sabe's messages come through and working on that energy within what they're showing me, with what they're doing when I'm out there engaging with them. You know, with like even the levitation, like I always said to John, I'm going to levitate. I'm going to prove it to you. I'll show you I can levitate. Watch me, I'll levitate, right? So that's always been a goal, and I really feel like they want to help me with that when I stay in tuned. When I'm in tune with like this, you know, heart center, like in my power, no one's going to influence my perspective. I have that knowing, complete knowing of, you know, they are who they are, how I perceive them, and, you know, not having that. So I want to just definitely grow and evolve in my relationship with them and listening to their messages. And, but like hearing them clearly where I can be like, oh, okay, let's go that way. Oh, okay, let's feel that energy. I'm going to go that way. No, this is what they're saying. We're going to go this way. We're going to pursue this, you know. And like the Vernon 52, like you said, going up to that mountain, when you said it's like I need some of that energy, that resonated. Like I was like, wow, that's exactly it. And it's like they were trying to show me that, because they show me, but it's really sometimes hard for me to comprehend what they're showing me and explaining it. You know, I don't know. I'm just getting used to it. just getting used to it. It's different than the universe. Like, I can hear my intuition, my guide, my spirit, the universe. But when I'm dealing with or working with Sasquatch, it's different. And they'll show me this, and it's like, okay, I see these images. How do I go about vocalizing what I'm seeing? So I'd really like to hone in and evolve that way more. Yeah, I like that. I'm doing that a lot now. Manipulating energy is something they can help us with a lot. Absolutely. So can Mother Earth. Yes. Through her crystal energies especially. Yes, be heart-centered as you do. Yeah, exactly. And then I don't know if it was you that was mentioned. Oh no, it was someone else. That they said they wanted me to come and visit somewhere in Oregon or by Washington. I don't know, but I guess they had a Sasquatch experience, and it was by a mine that they did kind of quartz. And then it dawned on me where the mountain is. There is this mine that they go and they dig like these crystal rocks out of the mountain. And I'm like, oh my gosh. It makes so much sense. The messages. Yeah, it was someone else. It was, yeah, someone out of Washington, an Aboriginal. But it's just, is it a coincidence or is it synchronicity? And China Production, I had an amazing experience with energy in the last month. I think you are doing it already. Well, feel free to share more. I love hearing your perspectives. I don't know if I can go. Wait until next fall to hear about your experiences. But yeah, definitely staying open. Energy in the... Right? You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for being here. Definitely appreciate it. But yeah, stay in touch. You know where to find me. I will try to, well, what is Thursday? I don't even know if next Thursday. I guess Christmas is on Monday. Thursday, I should be around. Might hop on here. If you guys have any ideas, I'll try to connect and stay open to get some more flow and stuff like that. Spontaneous healing right in front of my eyes. That was a boom. Be open, relax, let go, and release. Good night, and thank you. Yes, good night, and thank you all for being here. And until next time. Yeah. Thank you. We'll see you guys later. Thank you.